You know, education is very important to farmers in Louisiana. Many of the men and women involved in agriculture you see here on TWILA have college degrees. However, not every job in agriculture requires a college degree. In fact, Louisiana education leaders now see a need for a special career-based curriculum called Jumpstart. TWILA's Taylor Frey shows us what ag teachers think of this change.
But this is a little piece of potato that I cut.
Zachary High agriculture teacher Kathy Connerly is teaching her students how to plant potatoes.
All right, Garrett.
2 right here.
Okay.
And while these potatoes grow, so does her concern for the Department of Education's new Jumpstart program.
And I'm worried about the future of traditional agriculture in Louisiana.
Worried because the Jumpstart program could allow students to leave traditional ag education to enroll in classes designed to prepare them for construction jobs. And as Connerly knows from 30 years of teaching, the money follows the students.
Like we like to say, it's a wonderful plan, I think, but the devil is in the details. So it's going to be whether or not Superintendent White can convince the legislature that everything needs to be funded.
You're talking about construction services.
Connerly was one of more than 100 Louisiana educators who heard Education Superintendent John White discuss the new Jumpstart program.
How can we equip more kids with the skills, academic and technical, to participate in the economy, get jobs that allow them to provide for their families?
The Jumpstart program is designed to get more students prepared for the workforce after high school rather than prepare them for college.
It proposes to do that by asking colleges, high schools, and industry to collaborate on the development of courses that produce those credentials.
Louisiana Ag Teacher Association President Tommy Peters also attended the meeting. He spoke up about his concerns with students leaving the high school campus to learn at off-site trade schools, preventing them from participating in organizations like the FFA.
As long as they're on the high school campus and enter agriculture classes, then they can do both. And that's our major concern.
Superintendent White says only 1% of high schoolers are currently enrolled in the state's career diploma. He says this is due to the negative stigma attached to the career diploma's name.
If we do not equip our young men and women with the skills to take those jobs, those new jobs, not to mention just old jobs, someone else's sons and grandsons and daughters and granddaughters will be taking those jobs.
And White wants to be clear to parents and teachers that the Jumpstart program will not be a safety net for students who don't apply themselves.
Our career choices and our career pathway need not be a path for our lowest achievers. It's a path for the full spectrum of achievers. It's for all kids.
And back in the classroom, Connerly just hopes every one of her students is successful, no matter which education path they choose. The Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation's Ag in the Classroom program and the Department of Ag and Forestry have joined the LSU Ag Center in supporting agriculture's inclusion in Jumpstart. If you would like to learn more information about Jumpstart, you'll find a link on our website, TWILATV.org. And Kristen, I think the program's really great, but it still has a lot of kinks to be worked out.
Like everything in education, I suppose, my mother has been involved in education for almost 30 years, so it's something that I know all too well. Still to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, Holly and AJ will be cooking in the Trim and Terrific kitchen, but first, a look at agriculture through the eyes of a child. I'm bringing you an extra special Ag Minute coming up next.